Guys, welcome to the Cow Emporium. This is day 26 of January 2025, and we're just watching the heifers come in. Something kind of spooked them down in the alleyway, and they're so funny. When they get wound up, you'll see them kicking through the gate. They're adorable. Doesn't take a lot to spook these girls, that's for sure. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I realized last week that I didn't have a greeting on our video, so I'll do two. Welcome to the Cow Emporium. We are RH Farms in southern Alberta, and it's our 121st year. You probably ask yourself what we do on the weekend. Well, today's Sunday. We got a little fencing job here. The heifers decided to break this little gate down somewhere out in this alleyway here. That's not really that big a deal, but it seems like these things always happen on a Sunday. One funny thing about the cows, so the bale truck and their green feed bale's behind me, and they're all facing the other way. They were headed down there, and they're kind of in disbelief that we're not just driving it right to them, it looks like. Any of your critters ever do that? It's so funny. Obviously they're not starving, or they would turn around and be headed back to us. The water is down that way though, so they might have been heading for a drink, and then that's where we fed yesterday. I don't know, so funny. The well for Glenn's mom and dad's house and the two hydrants in the corrals is over on the other side of the barn there, and the water comes into this area here. Sorry, that's really close up for you. Fix that. And this used to be the original well. You can see the casing for it down there. It's been cemented, so it's not there, but we have this pit that their pressure tank lives in. There's a sump pump down in the far left corner down there, and we got a heat lamp down here in case it gets super cold, because you can see where the frost line is here on the walls. It's down a good couple of feet. For you guys not living in Alberta, Canada, our water lines are down as far as you see them down there, like 6 to 8 feet. So anyway, just a peek inside what it looks like, the well pit with the pressure tank and stuff. We're just running it this morning. Glenn's gonna open it wide up. The water in the house is still pretty dirty. He's gonna see if he can't get some of that sand busted out of there. Alright, well, Glenn's down there opening up that the restriction valve I told you about that you could open in case he's opened that wide up, hoping to clear the line out. The water got significantly dirtier here after he did that. It was actually pretty clear, so you just need to do that a couple of times, I guess. Okay, after only about 10 seconds of that line being wide open, it's super dirty. You can see it's cleaned up quite a bit, back to where it was when we first started it this morning. Don't worry about the water in the trough. That clay stuff, that dirt will settle to the bottom of the cows. And like we feed them good quality water, but they do drink out of puddles, you guys. So today is January 27th. When I don't work in town anymore, it's sometimes hard for me to remember what day it is. That used to happen to me over summer holidays because I worked in education, and over the summer I would get lost what day it was. Anyway, big ramble. I was going to tell you that because these girls are going to be calving starting in about a month, maybe just less, maybe 3 weeks, we're gonna switch over to every other day feeding a hay bale, not just oat green feed. It's got more nutritional value in it, and of course we also up their barley occasionally. So we have got them on barley with just a little bit of the oats left, and this week, tomorrow, we're gonna be dumping our new barley that we rolled up. And yeah, so bump up their nutrition, help those calves get growing. They grow the most in this time This is the first hay bale the cows are getting this year. We're going to start alternating hay with a green feed for them, just so the bugs in their belly get used to it slowly. We don't wreck them. We got this water trough here. It's the second hydrant off of Glenn's mom and dad's well, and we filled it recently to help run the water to clear it a bit and water the heifers. And Glenn noticed that the water was leaking out of it, so it's got a hole in it, which is super unfortunate. So there's in some places there's probably 3/4 of a foot of ice in there. So it's my job this week to get all that ice out of there. And then Glenn said we're gonna take a torch to the bottom just lightly, and it kind of pops off of the frozen ground beneath it so we can lift it out of here. It's not that big of a tank, but we need this in here for calving, and this is kind of used to be our feedlot corral, because we used to feed our steers and heifers over the winter and sell them the next year, but we don't do that anymore. But we now use it for cows and calves that just need a closer eye during calving. So yeah, doesn't that look like fun? Y'all want to be me right now, I'm sure. It's January 28th today, and the cattle have finally eaten up the rolled barley that was carryover from last year. So we're setting up to dump the barley that we rolled probably a couple weeks ago now on a super nice day. Our weekend's going to heck. It sounds like snow on Saturday, and then snow chance for the next 4 days after that, and high temperatures of like minus 20 something Celsius during the day. That's gonna feel pretty rough after these days, when practically like you could be outside in a t-shirt right now. We've been spoiled. Here's your friendly reminder to wear your earplugs when you're working around loud equipment. The last time we were grinding, I didn't have earplugs in, and the next day I definitely had some temporary hearing damage for sure. So I don't want Glenn and I have enough trouble hearing each other sometimes. I don't want to be the person just yet. I'm inside the water trough, and I just took my axe. I have it's a fairly heavy axe, and I just made a couple of chops at this here, and it looks like it's breaking up pretty good. Glenn, we just had lunch and we were discussing it, and I said I'd come give it a try. So I'm gonna haul those pieces out, and I'm gonna work on this one here. It'll be this bottom layer down here that's probably gonna cause us trouble, because I don't want to hit the bottom of the trough and make more holes in it. Because Glenn, we plan on patching this and putting this little trough out where the bulls are to water them. I'll keep working on it here. I've made some progress in 20 minutes. I got rid of 2 giant ice shelves there. You can see I'm down to the bottom of the trough, and I'm not sure, that doesn't look quite right to me. I know that they can be kind of higher in the middle, but something doesn't seem quite right over there. But that's encouraging. Now I just gotta be careful chopping so I don't make more holes in the thing. There's the bunch of ice that I got out of the trough. Let's take a look at the trough. So this took me 50 minutes, and got it down. Can't lift it, it's frozen. Oh sure, he gets to come and do all the fun things after all the hard work's done. Alright, slowly but surely this is working. So I'm out here with the pry bar, and I just, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, you can't see. Close, eh? Try this side over here, and then it's all right. Success so far. Now we just gotta lift it out of there. Glenn said before we bring a new trough in here, we're gonna bring some gravel and level that out down there. It's hard to see with the shadows now. We interrupt this week's vlog to show you this beautiful sunrise. It's Wednesday morning, the 29th of January. Wow, that's something. Hear the wind? It's coming. Right, Glenn's got a new, well, the new barley that we rolled. It's important to weigh it to see how much it weighs. How much did it feel like? Oh,
21 pounds.
21 pounds? Okay. I came to the barn while Glenn's figuring out the math on this new barley because we figure it out different ways. It's just how our brains are wired, I guess. So how I figured it out, it's going to be 3.5 minute timer on the barley going into the wagon. So we'll see what Glenn's figured out when I get back to the truck. And if it's different, he'll walk me through why his is different than mine. Oh, what joy, what fun. It's January 30th today, and Glenn and I are off to a conference about gopher management. So we'll see. Gopher management is a problem for everybody in our area. How about you guys? Or do you have like the gopher equivalent? First morning for the heifers to have some barley. So over the 3 troughs for the 32 of them, a cow and a steer, they got 1 pail of barley. So we weighed it at about 21 pounds yesterday. So that's just that's something new for them. I'm just here by this trough that we took out. I'll show you a potential problem right here and show you where it's been patched before. Glenn says this thing has got more patches on it. I bet that there's a split in this patch right here I just saw, and along here, no doubt. And when it was coming out of the ground, I was sure by one of these things here that I saw a problem happening there. So we'll take a good look at it. Our other troughs, we went to look at them, and they are too big to fit in the hole. So we don't really want to have to buy one. So we're going to try and patch this one up again. We were going to patch it up anyways for the bulls to use, but we're going to have to dig out another frozen trough and move it for the bulls if we need to, I guess. Glenn says these tanks are kind of a bear. Nothing will stick to them because of the kind of plastic they are. So you just kind of got to melt it and smear it, and it'll stick to itself. They're only 1/4 inch thick, these ones, which are thicker than the blue plastic ones. Oh, we'll see. That's 1 leak anyway. It's the last day of January here. This year, instead of doing the $50 February challenge, Glenn and I decided to do a January pantry challenge, and I'll tell you, wow, that was really something. We still gave ourselves $100 to spend on groceries, and but we could eat from store-bought food, which was kind of cool. But like, so we didn't have a super stocked pantry, but we have a super stocked food storage, right, from our garden and stuff. So it's been pretty good. It's been awesome to use up some stuff for sure.